Welcome back. Let's return to the developing story at this hour. No explosive has been found on board the Turkish Airlines that was diverted to the Delhi Indira Gandhi International Airport. The plane, which was flying from Bangkok to Istanbul, was diverted to Delhi after the pilot reportedly informed the air traffic controllers that a message written in lipstick on a mirror in the bathroom warned of a bomb in the cargo. The latest, as we have just stated, is that this seems to be, as of now, a hoax. India today has learned that the landing came after that message was found scribbled on the washroom mirror. Following the discovery of the message, the aircraft was made to land in Delhi as per the safety guideline drill. All passengers were evacuated and a search operation for the explosive was launched. The NSG has also been called in. The security sweep is on as we speak. The plane was guided to Delhi airport and it landed safely at about 1:41 p.m. is what we're being told, and it was taken to an isolated bay. You can see those live visuals there on your screens. Deputy Editor Shiv Arur now joins us live on the story. Shiv, even the fact that there was this message that was found inside the washroom of the plane is a huge security concern in itself.
Absolutely. It remains to be seen, who put that message there. Was that message there before the flight took off? Was it by one of the passengers who were on this particular flight itself? All of those, will obviously be part of the questioning that's taking place as we speak at this point of time, Vedika. Now, it's a very, very serious offense. If this was a hoax, if this was just someone trying to play the fool, then this is punishable by imprisonment, both in Turkey as well as in India. Such actions are not taken lightly at all, because remember, an aircraft carrying over 200 passengers has had to divert away from its flight path and its destination and land in a foreign country with emergency procedures in attendance. So that, you're right, is absolutely a security threat in itself. Point two, who was the person who did this? What was the real intention? Was it someone just playing the fool? Was it someone testing response times? Remember that such incidents have to be taken very seriously. Because even if it isn't an actual bomb threat, Vedika, remember that there may be elements attempting to gauge the kind of response that Turkish Airlines and Indian Air Traffic Control might have to a situation of this kind. Would it mean an immediate emergency landing? Would it mean an investigation in the air? What kind of emergency response would be seen on the ground? All of this is very valuable information, for anti-national elements and terror organizations to see precisely how governments and state agencies actually respond to this sort of thing.
Yes.
So that is also another reason why this, entire incident needs to be taken extremely seriously. And like we've been reporting, until flight TK65 leaves Indian airspace, it will be deemed to be a threat. It will be deemed to be, an actual problem as far as Indian internal security is concerned. And that's one of the reasons why the Research and Analysis Wing and Intelligence Bureau will also be involved in whatever is going on in that isolation bay, as we can see in these pictures.
Right, Shiv, do stay with me. Ananda also joining us on that developing story. Ananda, we believe there was an emergency meeting of Airport Civil Aviation and Bureau of Civil Aviation Security officials that was on. Just bring us up to speed. What are your sources telling you?
Well, absolutely, a meeting is already underway, and also simultaneously, in fact, if I may say, there are two meetings underway. One is within the premises of the Delhi airport, that is of the BCAAs and the CISF, along with personnel of NSG. And on the other hand, there has been another meeting going on inside the in the North Block at the AMHA of different high officials of the Ministry of Home Affairs, where we believe that IB chief is also present, and inputs have been asked from him that what do you think and what do you assess from this very incident. So two meetings happening at the same time. But also we want to break this information in India Today to our viewers at this point of time that the IB, who is there at IB officials there at the airport, who particularly we know from our sources that they are looking for a woman concerned, because they believe if at all it's a hoax, which going by the fact that there's no explosive found by now, in spite of so much of frisking. So if that is so, then they believe it has been done by a woman, considering the fact that the scribbling that was spotted on the washroom of a washroom, that the washroom was for the female ones, and basically it is scribbled by lipstick. So that's why this feel that can't be. I mean, since the glue cannot be accessed by men, and then again it's scribbled by lipstick, so had to be somebody who is a female. That's why they're looking for all the female passengers more carefully than anybody else. And they have, as we know at this point of time, they are already zeroed in on one person.
Anindra, do stay with me, because we also have Mr. Keeler, aviation expert, joining me on the phone line. Mr. Keeler, what do you make of the situation as we speak? This is anyway a security threat and scare, with that warning that was scribbled inside the washroom of the Turkish airline.
So, firstly, it is a serious emergency and to be taken seriously. When this thing was first discovered, I thought the pilot should make a landing straight away rather than come all the way.
Yes.
Because he has to get down as quick as possible. So I would think that he should have landed at Nagpur itself. Anyway, now that he's landed safely, it's a relief. Now, 2 or 3 things are there. Firstly, somebody is written inside the aircraft. Now you've got 148 passengers. And they just have to be screened. You can't let the passenger. It's one of them. We have to find out. And so they have to be screened thoroughly. Secondly, all the luggage and everything has to come out. You have to be rechecked. You have to desanitize the aircraft. And thirdly, when things like this happen, they always allow a cooling time of 8 hours, 9 hours, things like that, to let the aircraft just keep standing. If anything had to blow up, it would blow up by then. So all these precautions have to be taken. But in the end, we know that it's one of the passengers, and I don't see how we can let this aeroplane go unless we definitely try and identify somebody, at least some suspects from amongst them.
Mr.
We don't
Keeler,
have to take it for granted it's a lady, because a man can be as clever to get hold of lipstick.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
Mr. Keeler, if you could even take us through the entire security procedure which is underway now after that threat had come to light.
Yeah, when the threat, first thing, you land immediately, passengers are evacuated immediately, and so the aircraft, the pilots, crew, everybody. Then after that, of course, they report what has happened, and then the NSG don't have to go on to it. You have to now start searching for a bomb. That's what has been written there. Now you can't immediately go into the aircraft. You have to stand off for considerable time before you can feel confident to start going in the aircraft again, because it will be a time bomb. If it's a time bomb, it may go off any time. Normally, even the aircraft is parked far away from the populated area. So I can see the aircraft is parked in a special, it's known as a red area, where people park aircraft which are live like this. And then after that, when the bomb disposal people have to come and evacuate the aircraft, take out the luggage, take out everything, and recheck the security before that goes in again. But I would say the focus now is on the passengers. You got 140 people, one of them is a terrorist. And it's up to the people to see if they can work out something from it.
All right,
can you hear
Mr.
me?
Keeler. Yes. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Keeler. And that is perhaps a very worrying situation, as you have just stated. We'll keep coming back to this big story here on India Today. Those live visuals coming in from the IGI airport, that Turkish airline parked at the Istanbul.